A new quilt is honoring people from across Connecticut who have died from the disease of addiction. I'm joined this morning by Jen Adams and Rebecca Succi, two of the women behind the project with the nonprofit TriCircle. Ladies, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Keith.
I've had the good fortune to volunteer with TriCircle for a number of years, Jen, but for folks who are not familiar with TriCircle, what are you folks all about?
I feel like you telling me you folks in regards to me being part of TriCircle is so humbling and such an honor because they just do so much work to support both those struggling with substance use disorder as well as loved ones that are left behind by tragic losses.
And it is just beautiful resources that you make available. And I wanted you folks on today to talk about what is your second quilt. And as beautiful as this is, there's some sadness behind it, but we're also celebrating lives. Tell me a little bit about this quilt.
Yeah, so the director, Anna, has these beautiful meetings where we come together, and those who've lost loved ones to addiction, some of us have lost loved ones in different ways relating to that, but everyone is so connected, and it just gives you a chance to honor those people we lost. We both have family members in different areas of the quilts, and so we can pick different shapes. You can pick, a lot of people have flowers, it's kind of a big theme, a lot of dates, tragically young dates as well. But
tell me about your loved ones. Who's on here? Who's close to you?
So my mother and aunt are over here in this corner. My mom was in recovery for years before she passed, but unfortunately that was part of those layers, and I think that's something that when you come together and you see the different experiences. I also, my cousin is on here a few times. He was only 19, so a lot of the struggles that people have been able to be honored in this way, and just so that they're not forgotten.
I am so sorry for your loss. The squares are beautiful. Who speaks to you on this quilt, Jen?
My brother, Gary, is on this quilt, and not only is it a great way to honor our loved ones who are lost, but it's also a great way to facilitate healing for both ourselves and those around us in our circle of friends and family.
Folks are going to be able to see this quilt any number of places across Connecticut, different points throughout the year. What do you want somebody to take away from the experience of seeing this quilt?
Definitely a sense of community and a sense of not being alone. There are so many countless people. We're all so connected, and even when you come to make the quilts, you start talking and people know people from different connections, and just knowing that your family member was a person, a human with us. And I think can be so dehumanizing in the social world and talking about loss and talking about addiction, but knowing that these are actual people going through addiction, and that if you've been left behind by a family member, you are not alone, and there's a lot of support out there.
I am so incredibly sorry for your losses. What I've learned through TriCircle is if you don't think you know someone who has a substance use disorder, they're simply not talking about it, folks. If you or someone you love needs help or wants the resources available through TriCircle Inc., TriCircle, no Inc., TriCircle, visit our website, fox61.com. You can also learn where you can see this quilt in person. Ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Keith.
Thank you for being here.